Welcome to BitByBit-Code channel. In this today video, we'll be learning about the control components and uncontrolled components. So mainly you might be knowing about the component and what is the state and like about the hooks. So lots of things you are be like already knowing about the React. So now we'll be learning some deep things about the React, and that is the one is the control component and another one is the uncontrolled component. Maybe these are the things that you are already knowing, but specifically we are not you may not pointing to this particular topic, and this is helpful for the interview purpose and for your knowledge purpose also, we can say. And now what we will be doing, we will be first we will understand like the definitions, basic things, and then after that we will be going with the one example. So now, so here at first I will clarify about the uncontrolled component. So uncontrolled component in the sense, like uh, an uncontrolled component is a form element controlled by the DOM using ref. So here it means to say that whenever we are using the uncontrolled component, that means it is directly handled by the real DOM, okay, or you can say the original DOM, or you can say that normal DOM, okay. So basically, whenever you're using the useRef keyword, okay, this useRef is one of the hook, and if you are not knowing about the hooks, then definitely you must watch about the hooks and related video about this hooks in my channel, okay. And already I have uploaded about the useRef, use effect, and all the hooks I have updated already. And maybe like what are the things need to be done, I will update in future also. Now we will be learning about the control component and uncontrolled component. So in this one, I had told you, using the useRef, whenever we are using the useRef in a component, then that component is known as the uncontrolled component, okay. And suppose in that, if you're using the states okay, use state or use effect or something like that, then that component is known as the controlled component. So that means control component that is controlled by the React, not by the direct DOM. So here it is directly connected with the DOM. So here we'll be having the less rendering in the uncontrolled component. Okay. So you can just have a one small notes that is why we're using the controlled and uncontrolled. You can just pause this video and you can just read this definition and when to use and why to use. Okay, and I won't take much time about this one. Now we'll be directly dive into the coding part. So in this one, like what I will do, I will just write RFCE. So RFCE, you know about RFCE, right? That is a shortcut of the functional component. And in this, what I will do, I will create one const, okay, one variable as input ref, okay, input ref, and in this one, I'm going to write useRef. Okay, I'm going to write useRef, and inside this you can directly add null like this, or else currently I'm working with the strings, so I will take strings only. So now the next thing is what we need to do. So first, what I have did, I have created a input ref, and inside this input ref, I have stored the useRef. Now whenever I calling this input ref, this variable name, that means I'm using the this useRef. So basically now currently like we are not developing a project or not developing anything. So this is just for like one kind of reference. We are I'm creating this video. In this we will be not going with much deeper things about the useRef. Maybe in the future, if you're providing with the project, then I will work with this useRef, and I will show you one beautiful thing about the useRef. You will get to know. Now like what I will do, I will create on short forms, okay. Okay, like in the normal form, in that form, like whenever the by using the input ref, I will handle that okay, that form. Now what I will do, const, okay, I'll create one function called update and one error function, and inside that I will add one parameter, and then that's it. And here okay. Okay, it's updated. Now leave that on our arrow function we have created. After this, what we will do, I'll just add on console.log. Okay, input. Okay, input ref dot current dot value. Okay, now input ref dot current dot value. I have created this one. Then next, what we need to do here, we need to create one input. Okay, input type, and then next. And I need to create one ref for here. Ref is to, okay, in this input ref. Okay, this ref in the sense that is a reference, and in that reference, what we are doing to do, we are going to pass this one. So now, like whenever the rendering is happening, it will like not render the entire page. It will re-render like it will read the this input ref, and it will go to this particular one, and it will directly render there only instead of going to the React one. Okay, you for few of you maybe not understanding what is this use ref. So I will strongly recommend you to go to my previous videos and like check about the use ref, and I have provided like few examples in that you can understand that easily. Now on click, this on click is a one event, and this whenever you're clicking this button, one event need to happen, that is this update. We are calling this function inside this. Now that's it. And if I save this, and if I go back, and if I start the server, okay, npm run dev, okay, the server has been started, and I will go back to this one, and I will start. Okay, now everything is been loaded perfectly, and I will just write something like bit by bit code, and I click on this button. So now what is happening here? Like whenever I'm clicking on this, the bit by bit code is getting printed on the screen. Now you will say that we can direct it is a basic thing, and we can do by like any other things also, like using the uh, like on change, and having some other things also we can do. You can say that is correct, but here in this one, without rendering, we are creating the this input ref. So now currently this is a one small example. You not might understand much about this one. Maybe in future I will like tell you how to do this with this one. Okay, now for the like basic things I'm explaining this one. Okay, now this is the uncontrolled component. Now whenever I'm clicking on this, like it is directly updating uh, through the DOM. Okay. Now whenever I'm clicking on this button is what is happening. This function. Okay. Now this update function is getting running in the behind the screen, and what it is going to do, it is going to take the input ref dot current dot value. Means whatever the value is present in this form, that value will be taken to this console.log. That's it, and that is now this function like this entire component is known as the uncontrolled component. Okay, so this is the basic thing about the useRef. So now you have understood about the useRef. Now we will be going through the control component. So now in this controlled component, a control component is a form element. Okay, read this properly. A control component is a form element controlled by the React state using useState. Are you getting this point? So the same thing is here, like when to use, and where to use. You can just pause this video and you can read that. Now what I will do, I will okay, now we have just taken on simple example. Now I will take on little bit like complex example. Okay, not that much complex. One compared to this one, we will take little bit more like we can say tough. Okay, now what I will do, I will create one const. Now in this one, I need to create one state. Okay, username. Okay, username, and then set user name, and then use state. And inside this, what I will do, okay, I will take one object, and inside that object I will take as one first name and last name. Okay, then we will like little bit code we need to write here as first first name colon empty, and then again last name colon empty. That's it. And first step we have completed. And now second step is, that is we need to create two things here. One is the like one submitting the form, and another one is the updating the form. So for that, what I will do, I will create two things. One is the handle. Okay, handle submit for submitting this particular form. Now in this, what I will do, I will prevent this. Okay, I will prevent this form from reloading. Okay. Okay, I'm writing this thing so that I can prevent the page reloading. Later you will get to know why, like why we are writing. Okay, I will show you how it works. Console.log, and then I will just write e. Okay, instead of this e, I will write this username. Okay, now that's fine. Now const handle change. Now in this we need to write some basic thing. Okay, let name. Okay, I'm going to destructure here only. So instead of later destructure, I will destructure here only. Value is to e dot target. Okay, e dot target. That's it. And then next here, the main thing comes here that set username. Inside this one, what we are going to do, like we are going to making on copy of this like current username. Okay, this is known as shallow copy also. And then name. Okay, uh, name and then value. I will add this so that like whenever we are changing like the data is there, that should be having one key and value pair like that. And that's it. One value we created. Now that's it, and that's fine. Now next, what we're going to do, we are writing a form. Okay, we will be writing a form. Action is empty currently, and then uh okay, so okay, on submit that handle submit function, handle submit, that's not, that's fine. And then next, input. Now this input is to text, is that is correct. Then name. Now from here, like the things are important, so maintain everything as like whatever you're mentioning in this above line. Okay, first name, and then next value we need to write in this value username. Okay, username dot first name, and then on change. Okay, and then on change, and call that function name is handle change. Okay, that's it. And what I will do, I will copy this one. Okay, and apart from that, okay, if you want you can add the placeholder also, placeholder, and copy same thing, first name. I will copy this one, and after this I will add on br so that it can be moved to the next line. Okay, now here we need to change some things like instead of first name I will add this last name, and instead of this one also last name, and here also I will change. Now everything is fine. Now later, like one another thing is there, that is button, so that we can submit this one like is submit or else click something, whatever you want you can add there, like type is to submit. That's it. Submit. That's it. And I will save this one, and I will, if I go back to the browser, so now you can see the things have been updated. Okay, is there any kind of mistakes or what? The page is getting reloaded again and again. Okay, here it's showing fine. Okay, now, okay, now everything has been fine. Now, what I will do is here in the first name, I will add just bit by bit, and then in the next line, I will add as code. Okay, and if I submit on this button, now you can see the one object is created, and in that you can see that first name and the last name both are been printing fine. So this is the thing. And if I like, okay, and now if I remove this prevent default. Okay, we have written this prevent default, right? If I comment this out and if I save this one and if I submit this button, now you can see that automatically after submitting of this button, what is happening? It is reloading this page. So what is happening here? Like suppose if you are like using the one of any one of the website or something, in that like if you're like clicking on any of the button or like ordering any kind of button, then what will happen is the page will be stay there only, right? But instead here, what is happening here now? whenever I'm clicking on this, it is getting submitted, but it is apart from that, it is reloading also. So this is the one challenging thing we need to look like whenever creating the form. So okay, so make sure that you are writing. And apart from that, here one challenge for you. So what we are going to do here, I have written bit by bit and code also. So now what I will do, I'll submit this button, right? Okay, I have submitted this and the response has been sent to the this console log. Okay, first name and the last name. So what you need to do here, the thing is like the data should be in console log as it is, like whatever it is showing. But here this bit by bit code, whatever the data is there right inside this one, this data need to be cleared in apart from instead of reloading the page, this data need to be clear on the submit. So there is a simple way, you can search in the internet or else you can try by yourself. And if you are still not getting, just have a comment, so I will help you for that. So and this video is about the control and uncontrolled, that's it. And I think you have understood about this one. So thanks for watching the video. And if you're facing any kind of so if you require any kind of suggestion or notes, something, you can just go through my GitHub link. Okay, in my bio, it's there. You can just go through the link and you can go to have the notes. So thanks for watching the video.